It ain't playing. I'll put that shit on. Let me see.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, everybody who's gonna tune in. Peace and blessing to the chosen. We get a little music going before we start. I pray about a week. Been prosperous. Pray the Most High been with y'all's family. Increasing the wisdom in the household, the knowledge, the understanding of His word in these times, these trying times, these prophetic times. But even with everything that's going on, it's still a blessing. It's still a blessing to be alive in these times, to see the fulfillment of different prophecies, to be building, to go through the time, to be getting refined, through the furnace of adversity. The Most High is still good. He's still awesome. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The God of the Hebrews, Sister Rashida Brown, Shabbat Shalom, Amora Brown, Shabbat Shalom. Everybody who will tune in, like I said, before we get started, like I said, I'm trying to get some music going. Give y'all time to get on in. I pray that the adversary been uncovered in y'all lives for whoever it may be or whatever it may be. That the Most High continue to strain us, correct us, and measure. Continue to sanctify us, make us more and more holy as the day approach. Israel Kingdom Treasure, peace and bless to you too, family. Pray everything well with you. Come. And then if it's done, I just
be okay. I don't know what's this yoke. I don't know what's going on with this yoke.
It be like that.
I mean,
indeed. I'm gonna play on my phone.
Okay.
Preferably I can hear that good though.
You know what, King?
What you got?
You can use my Bluetooth on the other speaker.
Rule number 2, most high. I want to get that one for sure. So bear with us, saints. Shannon Foster, Shabbat Shalom. Queen Shebrew, Shabbat Shalom. Shalom. Peace and blessings to y'all. I'll pray to the Most High yet again for a new day, for another time. It's a lot of people throughout this week, family. They buried their loved ones. Loved ones were admitted to the hospital. Somebody at the funeral today, right now. Somebody found out some terrible news in their family this week. And a lot of us have been spared from it. Those who are going through it, I pray the Most High help y'all with it. Let's see. What's our Mega Boom 3?
Yes, sir.
All right. Keep your eyes peeled and your mouth closed. Rule number 1, most high first. Rule number 2, most high first. Keep your eyes peeled and your mouth closed. Study for yourself, do the research. Trailer gone crazy, he an outlaw. Still fighting devils going southpaw. First hit him like a Glock 19. You can hear the scripture when it sound off. Set him straight, acting like he all that. The war don't stop cause you fall back. Playing both sides, then you lukewarm. Shell shot, stoning with the impact. I ain't done dirt in a long time. Street still calling on my phone line. Catch 22, get gunned down by your own kind ain't a one time. Talking ain't cheap as they say. Talking might cost you your life in the land where I stay. Especially the truth, profess to be Jews, but they ain't. Wanna be us, but they can't. Sip on the blood of the grape. Lean a little bit with my ox. Christ the foundation of rock. No, I'm not shaving my beard. No, it's no keys in my locks. Trust in the Lord. Foolishness, what I avoid. The holy Bible, my sword. Cut through the lies with the truth. Show them the proof. Instantly silence the noise. The flock. That's what got me so annoyed. Preachers misleading the flock. That's what got me so annoyed. Modern church is so hellified. Ties is what they prioritize. The soul's supposed to be edified. Woe to me if I No strings attached like balloons. Christ coming back very soon. So many loving to sleep, they just keep hitting the snooze. Till he show up like a thief and they wither with fur like a prune. Hope that you ready. Russia got nuclear bombs. China got nuclear bombs. Iran got nuclear bombs. United States in the corner. Might as well say that she done. Babylon falling. Pack up my bags, get my passport and bounce like I'm Spalding. Stay in that water like John, connected with four like a thumb. Must get this blood on my palms. You been officially warned. Sound a shofar like a alarm. He wore a crown made of thorns. They let the bull out the barn. Kicking and stick with the horns. Please don't get caught in the storm. If you don't get right with God, the lake of fire where you going. Don't be seduced by the charm. You who he picked like the corn. Fire gon' run like pecans. Caught in the snare like a drum. Shame on your face like it's dung. Watch your mouth, eyes on your tongue. Cross you out just for a crumb. Dealt with a snake while you stunned. The war ain't even begun. Ready for you and your son. It's over if you ain't got the sun. If you ain't got the sun. If you ain't got the sun. If you got the sun.
Okay. All right. Shabbat Shalom again. Peace and bless to everybody who's tuning in. Everybody who will tune in. I'm seeing in the comments, I'm sorry to hear that about not being able to find a baby on the sonograph. Definitely will send us some prayers about that. The 92-year-old grandmother that passed, my deepest condolences. I pray that the mercy of the Most High be over the household and as well, that he give y'all a speedy mending of y'all's hearts being broken from the loss. V'yapah Yashirah Shabbat Shalom. I'll tell you about the headband at the end of the message, Father willing. Queen Team, Proverbs 31, Shabbat Shalom. Peace and bless to y'all. Everybody who's tuning in. Today's message, brother and sister, the standpoint that was on my spirit to come from was unplugging from the matrix. Observing the time, seeing the things that's going on in the world, and considering where we are and where we were in 2019. In 2019, there was so many of us when the virus hit, when the infection hit, people was making moves. They was stocking up. They was on top of the game. They was getting the ammunition. They was studying more about learning how to forage and recognize different types of plants to be able to be prepped and prepared for survival off the dependence of the system. All right, but people have got lackadaisical. We didn't get to the point where people are more comfortable. So the Most High shook the world once again, or he's shaking it, as he's been shaking it, as he always does, to give us a chance to get right.
Yes, sir.
To get ready, to recognize what we're going through. All right, but in the midst of that, we got people, brothers and sisters alike, or men and women alike, that's putting out information to say, well, look, we got a lot of time. We got a lot of time to get ready. Understanding is that even if the thing is prolonged for another 50 years, listen, you're not guaranteed to see 50 years. So you had the influence of Drake to come in and say, you only live once and then you live your life in sin instead of prepping for the kingdom or prepping for judgment. All right, so today what we want to talk about is unplugging from the matrix, changing your perspective on how you're looking at life right now. Is a lot of things and habits that we have, we're going to have to get rid of those.
Yep.
We're going to have to release and let those things go. Understanding that a lot of the opportunities that we have, a lot of the blessings that we have, the things that we able to do, these are luxuries. These are, you got something?
Yeah, just like, a couple of weeks ago I had mentioned, out here down in the Mid-South, and throughout the whole United States, I think it was a snowstorm had came, and everybody's electricity was off. You know what I'm saying? And in that time, everybody's scrambling and run. See, we like to be reactive instead of being proactive as a people.
Right.
Reactive gonna get you caught up. Being proactive, knowing what's going on. Building with your brother. For real, training with your weapon.
Right.
Learning how to hunt and learning how to set up a tent. Knowing how to start a fire. We can't be relying on. See, a lot of people, they don't want this world to end.
This is true.
Because they didn't get comfortable.
This is true.
But you got comfortable as being what? Being a slave. We have become comfortable slaves. So it's hard to convince a person. You got you a nice house, a car, a job. It's hard to convince a person that you in captivity. Because they feel like everything all right.
Right.
But in actuality is we still underclass in this society. Go ahead, King.
Indeed, everything you saying definitely on point. Like I said, you got the people who want the world to continue on, not understanding prophecy, not understanding that Christ is the spirit of prophecy, and these things must happen. He said the destruction of the enemy, it have to destroy the enemy in order for the transition of the kingdom, for us to be back on top ruling.
That's right, King.
All right, so but to jump on into the word, let's get it to 2 Timothy 4. 2 Timothy 4 and 10. Let's get some of the word in before we proceed any further. Plumatis 2069.
2 Timothy 2 and 14.
Peace and blessing to you.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 4.
Chapter 4, verse 10.
I mean, chapter 4, verse 10. Chapter 4, verse 10. Gotcha. For Demas had forsaken me, having loved this present world.
Having loved this present world. So in this case, we reading from where Paul, even in Paul's time, Demas had labored with Paul. He had put in work, you know what I'm saying, seeing the miracles and everything else. But he said Demas forsook Paul, loving that present world, loving the thing what the world give you, wanting the world to continue on, loving the fashions of the world. You still worrying about having designer on.
It's when the whole world about to blow up.
And the world is going to hell right now. You still worrying about trying to get the foreign, or you worrying about who got the foreign. These things, you love in the world, people, we have to unplug from the matrix. If we still have that mindset, if we still have that mentality, we still plugged into the matrix, brothers and sisters.
Right, King.
We got to break that chain. We got to destroy that yoke. Even where you got people who saying, well, we got to prepare for the wilderness. We got to get these things together. But yet, people are still attached to loving the job. I'm not telling you that you got to quit your job today. I'm not telling you that you got to leave your house today. But what I am saying, count these things as temporary.
Yep.
Anything you got to be ready to drop it, leave it, and get on the move. And we have to have this mindset now because, again, from 2019, so many of us, we was on it. We was on fire. We ready to roll. You know what I mean? We got everything in stock. We talking about, we got plans. We done got the maps. We done start practicing how to commute through the city without the GPS. There's something else we're gonna have to talk about.
I want to mention something. I just want to go back on something that you said, Ken. You said, man, do not get attached, unattach yourself from these things. Can you give me the book of 2nd Ezra, King? 2nd Ezra in the Apocrypha, chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at verse 40.
All right, 2nd Ezra.
This why he's saying what he's saying about not being attached to things. You got to wing yourself off certain things. You got to wing yourself off the television. You got to wing yourself off whatever may prevent you from moving forward. Read, King.
All right, 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 40. It says, "Oh, my people, hear my word."
Start at 39 first. My bad.
All right, jumping back up to 39, page 35, if you got the Red Apocrypha. 2nd Ezra 16, verse 39. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth.
So the plagues is not going to be slack to come up on the earth. These plagues are coming. First, you're seeing the coronavirus. You see earthquakes everywhere. You see killing in each city at a time you ain't never seen this before. I'm talking about alone in Memphis, Tennessee, where we located it. Murders, 400 murders, 400 homicides in 1 year. You never seen the disrespect that the younger people have for the elders. You never seen the blatantly, the stupidity that we display every day. You never seen things like that. You never seen a man walking down the street with a damn dress on thinking it's cool. You never seen these things, and they advertising these things. You never seen that a person saying, you better get this corona shot or lose your job. You haven't seen these things. These the beginning. Read on, okay?
Continuing on. It says, "And the world shall mourn."
And the world shall what?
Mourn.
Man, get ready to mourn. Get ready to weep. Get ready to cry. That's why I have unattached myself to, like, I hate to, well, I ain't gonna hate to say it, like when a family member died or somebody passed away, I don't get too tied up in my emotions because I know that is supposed to happen. And I know that the killing that we about to see is about to be on a whole nother level. And the type that we ain't never seen before. It's going to be so much destruction coming on but we told you year after year after year, oh, them niggas crazy. But a nigga ain't so crazy no more. Read, King.
All right, continuing on. And sorrow shall come upon it on every side.
On every side. Sorrows on every side. Read, King.
Oh, my people.
Oh, who?
My people.
Man, this for you Negroes out there. We didn't know, man. We've been destroyed as a people, y'all. We have been destroyed as a people. Our language been taken away from us. Our culture, everything that we know has been taken from us. And we have been rooted in nothing but American white supremacy.
Right.
Read, King.
Hear my word.
Hear my what?
My word.
Read on.
Make you ready to the battle.
Man, make you ready. Then we just talk about being proactive.
Exactly.
Make you ready to the what?
The battle.
What's a battle? What is a battle? You getting ready for a battle. Read on.
All right. Continuing on verse 40, it says, in those evils.
In those what?
Evils.
It's going to be evils come up on the earth. Read on.
Be even as pilgrims upon the earth.
Man, be as a pilgrim. You know what a pilgrim is? You just sitting up there temporarily. You're not showing ownership like this where I'm, this my house. You're going to have to be moving. You're going to have to be on the move. That's why we tell a lot of y'all to get in shape. We tell a lot y'all watch what you eat. Work out. Do the things necessary. This for real. Read, King.
He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away.
And if you selleth, be as he that flee away. Why? Read.
And he that buyeth, as one that will lose.
Man, he that buy, you're going to lose all the stuff you buy. Read on, King.
All right, continue verse 42. He that occupieth merchandise.
He that occupy merchandise like you got your own business set up. Read on.
As he that have no profit by it.
It ain't going to have profit you anything when these bombs start going out. Your 401k. Your 401k just took a dive. But we put our faith in it. Read, King.
And he that buildeth, as he that shall not dwell therein.
Man, and you building a house, guess what? When these bombs come up, you ain't going to be able to dwell therein. When this war pop out, you ain't going to be able to dwell therein. Read.
He that soweth, as if he should not reap.
Man, you plant that plant. What you plant that bush for? You got you some grapevines out there, some oranges, some fruit trees. As what, read, King?
As if he should not reap.
Read on.
So also he that planteth the vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes.
Woo, read on.
They that marry.
They that what?
They that marry.
This is for our brothers, man. It's time for our brothers, man, to look. For real. Like, we got a lot of vices. I have vices. I'm not finna come on this journey and be like, I'm totally perfect or whatever. I pray that the Most High get this living out of me. I'm praying that, that we all get it right. You know what I'm saying? With the arguing back and forward. But read that again, King.
All right, verse 44, 2nd to 16. They that marry.
They that who?
That marry.
This for you brothers and some sisters too. Read.
As they that shall get no children.
Man, don't even put your hope in, man. It's gonna come a time you ain't gonna be worried about a marriage or a wedding, a birthday. None of this gonna matter, bro. When these nuclear bombs go off, guess what? You will betray your own family. When it comes to your life being on the line, man, we will betray one another. Real talk. Read, King.
And they that marry not, as the widowers.
Read on.
And therefore they that labor in vain.
Man, we laboring in vain. You laboring in vain. This all in vain. Yeah, see, the thing with our people is we have forgot history. We forgot what happened to our people. All these things must take place in order for you to be set free. All these things must come to prophecy. It must come to prophecy in order for us to be set free. So a lot of us, oh man, I hope that don't happen. I hope that this don't happen. Man, this is prophecy. For those that's in the know, man, it's a wonderful time to be alive. Hold your head up. Be strong. Be strong. But the only reason why you scared and afraid is because you don't know who you are. Don't put like the brother was saying, don't put your faith in your materials. You know what I'm saying? For real. This is I don't know what else to tell y'all.
Can't stress it enough. Let me cut into. Let me say.
Go ahead, King.
And so even on it now, we're not saying that these things are. We're saying watch the clock while you work.
Yes, sir.
Understanding that these things. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna live. We still got to be in this world, this physical world.
That's right.
But don't be so attached to it to where that's your main focus.
Just like just to interject for a second. Everybody was watching football. Everybody was watching the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Man, that's how they do. They keep your They get your attention. And while they got your attention on this right here, they passing laws and legislation on this right here. Nobody thought that, okay, this is Super Bowl, but next week we're going to be damn near World War III. That's how quick it can happen. So don't get caught up in the hype. Pay attention to what's going around you. Pay attention. You see the food prices going up. You see the gas prices going up. And you just going to sit back and do nothing when you look. The worst feeling in the world is to have your children come to you and say, Daddy, Mama, I'm hungry, and you don't have nothing to give them. You don't have nothing because you didn't prepare. You wasn't proactive. You was reactive. And then you're going to think in your little mind, okay, I know so-and-so might help me or whatever, but they ain't going to help you. They not going to help you. So what we trying to tell you is, man, get prepared. Get ready for the battle. Get ready. Learn who you are. You ain't no African American. You ain't black. You ain't no nigga. You God's chosen people. It's true. Read, go ahead, Kane. My bad.
Yeah, so on top of that, with it, just also saying like to change the perspective on, like we talking about the prices. You probably been shopping this way, choosing this type of food, you know what I mean, at this price, looking for a name brand. I understand you want quality of what you consuming to put in your body, however you shop. But you got to change it because the price is increasing. So now we got to be more wise in our spending.
Yes, sir.
You know, we got to be more wise in the things that we purchasing and the quantity of. Understanding these things about the crash, man. So let's go to 1 John though. Still on Unplug from the Matrix. Unplugging from the Matrix. Yanika, Shabbat Shalom. God by the Azim, Shabbat Shalom. Lily G, Shabbat Shalom, family. And everybody else that's tuning in, smash the like button. What they do, it drive the algorithms. It push the video out to people who might not be notified of. The word might not be for you. The word might be for the next person. If we in it for souls and salvation to help the people, put the word out. You know what I mean? That ain't no thing to do to just smash the like button.
What you want, King?
Give me your 1 John 2 and 15.
I got you, King. This the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world.
Love not the world. Go ahead.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Neither the things that are in the world. Who want to love this world where the book tells us it's going to be great confusion in this time? You can't even tell the difference between a man and a woman because transgenders. This is a part of why the things is coming on the planet. The troubles and the trials and the tribulations and the turmoil is coming on the earth right now.
And I just want to interject for a second, King. Like, we not in this to get no notoriety. We not in this to try to get no type of popularity or fame. We just in here to get our people to wake up so they can have this understanding to what's going on. And I understand why, you know, so-called black people feel like they nothing. They feel like nothing, you know, because that's what we've been taught. But man, we the greatest people on earth. But we got to come back to knowing who we are.
Exactly.
And this is what this brother trying to convey. What you want, King?
We still in 1 John 3. Okay. 15. Take it from the top.
This the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
All right. If any man or woman love the world, it said the love of the Father, the love of the Most High, the love of the Creator is not in that person. Because the world is polluted. It's wicked right now. You got people sex trafficking children. You got the wars going on. You got the earthquakes in diverse places. You got the diseases on a high level. You got violence and murder at the highest peak that it ain't ever been in history. Why would you want this world to continue? If there's the possibility in the word, the book is telling us that the Father gonna make a new heaven and a new earth. Keep going, King.
Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh,
the lust of the flesh,
the lust of the eyes,
the lust of the eyes,
and the pride of life,
is
not of the Father.
It's not of the Most High,
but is of the world.
But is of the world. Keep going.
Verse 17. And the world pass away.
The world passes away, brothers and sisters. This thing gonna come to a close. It's gonna come to a screeching halt. And when it does, who we gonna be? How well would we have prepared to stand before the one who made the sky, who made the wind and the snow? You see these seasons changing in consistency, but then we in a time period, in the summertime, it might be cold. In the wintertime, it might be hot the next day. It's 70 degrees one day, then the next day it's down to 20. Definitely here in Memphis.
Yeah.
These are the times that we living in. So we know that the Most High got to reset everything. What you got, King?
Give me, you got something else on it?
Oh, no, we go with what you got.
Matthew 24:6.
Matthew 24 and
Or
6.
did you have that wrote down? Read down?
I didn't have that.
Matthew 24:6, bro.
All right.
We finna show you exactly what's finna take place.
I got it when you're ready for it.
Yeah, give it to me, King.
All right. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and ye shall hear of wars.
And you shall hear what?
Of wars.
Read on.
And rumors of wars.
Uh-huh.
See that ye be not troubled.
Why not? Read on.
For all these things must come to pass.
Man, all these things must come to pass for your deliverance.
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
But the end is not yet.
The end is not yet. Read on.
For nation shall rise against nation.
Nation against nation, meaning what? Different nationality. That's where your race war is going to come in. Read on, okay?
And kingdom against kingdom.
Again, kingdom against kingdom. That's your Russia, your China, your Iran. The World War III. Read on.
And there shall be famines.
And there should be famines. Don't you see these food prices going up? But you can't tell. One thing you want, they say you want to hide something from a nigga, put it where?
In the book.
Because Negroes don't like to read. You know why Negroes don't like to read? Because during the time of slavery, if you got caught reading, they'll cut your tongue out, cut your hand out, kill you.
Mm-hmm.
They would do these things. So it's been a domino effect and it's trickled down. That's why our young men, when you look at the school system, we have lowest reading levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because we don't encourage reading. We don't know the importance of reading. Read, King.
All right, continuing on. Verse 7. Again, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Read on.
And there shall be famines.
There shall be famines, man. It's gonna come a time, you see it right now. You see this thing right now. Go inside your store. You're gonna see two things: less food, higher prices. Because if you have any type of math knowledge, you know that when the demand is high and the supply is low, the prices go up.
It's true. When
the demand is low and the supply is high, the prices go down. They're just basic economics.
It's true.
That we know. So we see these things coming on earth. But guess what our people gonna do? We're not gonna prepare. We're not gonna stock food. You're not gonna stock water. You're gonna keep doing the same thing that you was doing, buying TVs when you should have bought you some ammunition. You should have bought you some feminine products.
For real.
And you're gonna think about these things, but it's gonna be too late. Read, King.
And pestilences.
And pestilence, diseases. You see the Quran. That's how you know the Bible real. Show me prophecy in any other book. Show me a prophecy in the Quran.
Come on.
Show it to me. You ain't gonna find these things.
Look at the dead.
You gonna see, that's how you know this book is real. Because it's talking to you. You see what's going on in the earth. It's telling you what's gonna happen. Read, King.
Let me add something to that.
Yes, sir, King.
Then they just said it was they just found a new form of HIV. Yep. They said it mutated. They got a different kind of HIV now out of all these. And then we seen that they talking about how the virus mutated so many times.
You think the coronavirus, son?
Man,
bro, this is the beginning of sorrows. Wait to the point where when a disease come out and you die, people die instantly. How you gonna act? How you gonna carry yourself? Do you have the mindset right now to see someone get killed in front of you and keep going on as normal? That's what war brings. Go ahead, King.
All right, and earthquakes.
You seeing earthquakes at a high time that you ain't never seen before. You see earthquakes all over the world that's happening right now. These are things that's going on in earth right to this day. Read, King.
In diverse places.
And all around the world, you see these things. Read.
All these are the beginning.
Man, these just the beginning of sorrows. Niggas can't even make it 1 week without electricity. Going crazy. Imagine 1 year. You can't make it a week. That's why we say proper preparation prevents poor performance. When you prepare, you straight. You know these things. You're not of the world. You got to know what's going on. You got to peep game. You got to see what's going on around you. You got to see, okay, boom, I'm paying attention to the current events that's going around the world.
Right.
Don't you know the things that happen in Russia will have a direct effect to this economy?
Mm-hmm.
You got to know these type of things. So your family, when things pop off, your family won't be left stranded. But because you fail to prepare and fail to do the things that's necessary, you're going to be without. Read, King.
Verse 9 says, then shall they deliver you up.
They shall what?
Deliver you up to be afflicted.
And some of us going to get delivered up to be afflicted because what? They don't want this word getting out. They do not want this word getting out. They do not want you to wake up. Read.
And shall kill you.
And shall what?
And shall kill you.
So, man, you got to be ready to die for this truth. How many of y'all, people like to say, I believe in God, I believe in it. But if somebody came to you and said, if you profess this word right now, we're going to blow your brains out. Would you drop this Bible or would you keep teaching? Ask yourself that. That's what you got to ask yourself. Am I willing to die for this truth? Read that verse again, King.
All right. Matthew 24, verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
And to be afflicted. Read on. And how do they afflict you? Well, you don't take this right here, then you might lose your job. You don't take this right here, then your kids can't go to school here. That's affliction. Read, King.
And shall kill you.
And shall what?
And shall kill you.
So is you ready to die for the word of the Most High God? If you're not, you might as well jump off the stool and keep it pushing, player. Because this word is coming too. Read.
And ye shall be hated.
And you shall be who?
Hated.
For what?
Of all nations.
Of all who?
Of all nations.
Because they don't want you saying, Israelites and no Jews. They want to keep you as being a nigger. That's what they want to do. They want to look down upon you. You're going to be hated of all nations. So my brothers and sisters around here tonight, pray for Ukraine. Negro, is you retarded? Are you have you been to some of these soccer matches? Go to some of look up Ukrainian football. They throw bananas out on the field. It's a lot of racism over in Europe. But since you Negroes only, we're looking at BET, football games and being entertained, you don't know these things. They play off your emotions. We love everybody but our own selves.
It's true.
Read, King.
For my name's sake.
For whose sake?
For my name's
sake. They don't want you saying that you a child of the Most High God.
Is it true?
They want to call you an African American, a Negro, a nigger. Read, King.
And then shall many be offended.
And many gonna be offended. People are offended. Some of our own family members are offended when you say that. No, brother, I ain't no Israelite. I'm a Gentile.
I'll fight you about it.
I'm a Gentile, nigga. Ain't that what they say? This the things that, because they've been so indoctrinated in white supremacy. Read, King.
Right, verse 10 again. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another.
And man, they're gonna betray you. They're gonna betray you. Your own family gonna betray you. Because get what they're gonna say when they come out. Because believe it or not, man, we looked at it as, and I ain't gonna hate to say it, but we looked at it as like an extremist. Christ was called an extremist. Christ would, you know what I'm saying? He was a modern day, like, for real, a real extremist.
He'd be considered conspiracy theory.
Yeah, he would be considered that. Read, King.
And shall hate one another.
And man, hate one another. And that's what we do. We good at that. If the Negro race, if the Israelites ain't good at nothing else, man, we hate each other with a perfect hate. Because we've been taught that by white supremacy. Read on, King.
All right, verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise.
And many false prophets have rise. That's why you got your Baptist, your Presbyterian, your Islam, all that crap. They have rose, man. I'm the Christ. I got the word. But who have opened this book and actually read what you're supposed to do as far as serving the Most High God? Read, King.
And shall deceive many.
Man, you've been deceived. That's why you niggas talking about getting ready for Easter. You chasing the Easter bunny and looking for his eggs. Now show me anywhere where a bunny lay eggs.
No, they don't. Come on with it.
What kind of foolishness is this? Then they give you trick or treat, Halloween,
right?
The worship of the devil. Then they turn around to give you Christmas, but make it a white Christmas though. Then they turn around to give you a New Year in the dead winter. Read, King.
All right, verse 12 it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
And the love of many shall wax cold, bro. You think we hate each other now? Wait till there's no food on the shelves. Wait till there's no water supply. You're gonna see a killing at the time that you ain't never seen before. Last scripture, give me that one, King.
Verse 13 says, but he that shall endure
to what?
unto the end.
Man, you gotta endure to the end. You gotta you're gonna fall down, brother. You're gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna sin. You're gonna have issues going on in your life. I'm a prime example of it. But the most important thing is what, King?
But he that shall endure unto the end.
Man, you got to go through that, get back up, go through that, get back up, go through that, get back up, go through that, get back up. Don't ever give up. Because what we about to face, what we about to be faced with, you're going to have a strong mind. You're going to have some mind, a big heart. Because this world, United States of America, the European Union, in order for us to rule, some got to go. So don't be afraid, black man, black woman. Read, King.
The same shall be saved.
That's how you're going to be saved. Ain't nobody coming out the sky to save you, Negroes. It's not happening. Go ahead, King.
Verse 14.
No, it's on you.
Come. Where we at? Go back to 1 John 2.
Yes, sir.
Go back to 1 John 2. All right, and just to clear it up, we want to make it clear. So we do know the Messiah returned to set things in order. He's going to put all the kingdoms of the earth under him. We understand we got to endure till he ready to set everything in order to destroy these kingdoms, the wicked kingdom, the kingdom of Satan, so that his kingdom will be in place forever, so that the Most High have righteousness throughout all the earth. So verse 18, I think we missed that one.
1 John chapter 2, verse 18. Little children, it is the last time.
It's the last time.
And as ye have heard that Antichrist shall come, even now are there many Antichrists, whereby we know that it is the last time.
Even in that time, it was a lot of people against Christ. That's in that time. Now look at what we at in the timeline. We closer to the salvation. What did it say?
Romans 13, verse 11.
Romans 13 and 11.
I think that's right?
Yeah, that is it. Romans 13.
I'll get it for you, King.
Okay.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
It's nearer now than what it was even then. Gotta endure, like what the brother was just bringing out. Jump to Romans 12.
Yes, sir.
Romans 12 and 1.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, and ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
All right, present our bodies a living sacrifice. So this one, in the detaching, is things that we're gonna have to change about ourselves.
And they don't, like people don't recognize, or they don't, understand how much time and energy. We don't just do this for ourselves. Right. We do it because, well, I'm gonna speak for myself. I do it because I want to see my nation do better. It hurts me it pains me to see my community, in such a disarray, man. Such is just dysfunctional. And it hurt me, man, to know that the other nations, how they look down upon our people, only because our people have a lack of knowledge, So with that being said, brothers, it's time to get your mind right. It's time to get in that mode where, man, you in that grind mode. Love your brother next to you. We're going to need each other. But the Most High is about to destroy this place. Whether you come together or not, these missiles going to go off. What is your plan? What is your plan? If everything was to hit the fan right now, what would be your plan right now?
Exactly. These are the things you got to calculate. This is the thing we got to get in play. Even what I'm talking about in detaching. So here's something else. If we using GPS to commute through the city, start doing this. Okay, use your GPS to get there. But try to remember the way you went. And when you return and go back home, try not to use the GPS. Start getting yourself prepared and like you said, weaning yourself off these different devices and depending on the system. Because this same system is the one that they said that it's okay to kill us. It's okay for them to slaughter us in the street with our hands up and then let those people get off. It's okay for those things. All right, so there's only one thing on the list of many other problems. But it says here, it said, present ourselves as a living sacrifice. You know what's wrong with you. The book tells us that the heart knows its own evil and wickedness. You know what's wrong. Look in the mirror. Look around, like I said before, brothers. In different households, some households don't even have a plan for if a fire broke out in the house.
Right.
So what more? How far can we plan even in the case where the people in Ukraine, this is what they showed. The lady was saying that they didn't think the thing would happen. They didn't think that this would happen, the invasion. They wasn't prepared. They thought that it was going to be a long time before it happened.
Right.
Keeping in mind, if you haven't studied it yet, Russia invaded Ukraine 7 years ago. Why did Russia do that? To expand the ground, to expand how big that kingdom is, so that when it come down for more war, World War III, they got more morale, brothers and sisters. Then you got China talking about Ukraine not being Taiwan because they so close. That's gonna draw China into it. So we on the path to Armageddon.
And then if y'all don't know now, I'm gonna tell you. In the South China Sea, you can go look that up. In the southern China Sea, it's a hostile environment in those waters due to the fact that Taiwan is America's ally.
Right.
But China wants their territory. The same thing what Russia just did. So what you think gonna happen? That's gonna draw them in. Another player that's gonna get drawn into this is Iran. Why would Iran get drawn into this? Right now, Iranians have sanctions on them where they can't sell their oil. All the oil, well, 90% of the oil comes through a strategic pathway through the Pacific Ocean called the Strait of Hormuz. You can go look these things up. This is where all the oil go through. Now, if it's a war in that area, in those passageways where all the oil flow through, just how you think gas high now? The Middle East is one of the major people that export over in the Middle East. Mostly 90% of our fuel is exported through the Middle East. And guess what? Iran is cool with Russia and China is cool with Russia. So if those was the key players against this European Union, man, destruction is at hand. You talking about food prices higher than you ever seen before. You talking about gas prices up through the roof. For real, these the things that I'm not saying that it might take place. I'm telling you that it will take place. That it's gonna happen real soon. So prepare yourself. You got it, King.
Indeed, verse 2.
Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not what?
Conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. This world is decaying. We looking forward to the kingdom to come. And let me get this clear too. For some that may watch, any gainsayer, naysayer, we're not saying that celebrate and we really prepared up 100% because the book tell us don't desire the day of the Lord.
Right.
Say this gloom and wrath. What will it be for you? Well, we understand it. But what we are saying is if we fell back from 2019, or in any case, where some people have been prepping and getting ready for this type of situation.
Yes, sir.
It's time to get back on the ball. And this time, don't fall off of it.
That's right.
All right. So it said, what?
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Change your mentality. Keep going.
That ye may prove what is that good, that acceptable and perfect will of the Father.
All right. And the will of the Most High, that we keep his commandments.
And then it say that ye may prove what is good. What is good? Give me the book of Romans chapter 7, verse 12, okay?
Romans 7 and 12. All right.
Because everybody think they good. Ain't none of us good. We all working to their perfection. So don't get caught up in, and then we don't need to be saying, I'm an Israelite, I'm good. No, brother. We all got to get right. I'm working on myself to get myself right. Like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and come up here and be like, man, I'm holier than thou. We shouldn't be like that. We should all encourage each other to do better, brother. Do better, sister. You know, try. You know what I'm saying? Be patient with our people, though. What is good according to the scripture?
Romans chapter 7, verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy.
The law is what?
Holy.
And
the commandment holy. And just.
And what else?
And good.
So that is good. What that is good. You know what I'm saying? The keep these laws and statutes to the best of your ability.
Indeed.
That's what's good.
Indeed.
You want me to go back to
get James 4.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, indeed.
4 and what, King?
Start with 1.
This is the book of James, chapter 4, verse 1. From whence come wars and fighting among you? Come they not hence, even of your lusts, that war in your members.
All right. The wars even start from the desires of what's going on inside of people. I desire to conquer this land. I desire to expand, my kingdom. Putin.
Yeah.
Or I want whatever resources that they got over there. Okay, they got the nuclear reactor, or they got the second leading, or what I've seen in research. Ukraine and Russia are 2 of the top leading countries
with the missiles, with nuclear weapons.
Nuclear weapons, and they provide the material that's needed for computer chips.
Yeah. And Taiwan too. Taiwan is one of the biggest exporters. And don't you know the computer chips, how they work, right? They just say when you go buy one of these new cars, every one of them come with a computer chip.
Come on with it.
So even with your phones, computer chips.
Come on with it.
All technology. So if it's get hostile in that region, guess what the brother was saying? You ain't Siri ain't gonna tell you how to navigate. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to just pick up your phone, and it's gonna be a shortage.
For real.
So prepare your mind now. Go learn. Let's just say, look, let me go a day without eating meat.
Come on with it.
Let me start, eating rice or eating something that's probably less pleasing for me. Let me get myself acclimated to, you know what I'm saying, putting things placing my needs over my wants. Let me get in that mode, see. Let me get in that mind. That's what our people need, man.
For real.
Though your enemy is not going to come help you out.
Indeed, that's true. Even like there was something else, talking about the technology.
Yes, sir.
The SWIFT organization, talking about banking and being able to transfer money and all that. They cut that off. America cut that off from Russia. They cut it so, and then you got people in Ukraine wanting to go to the banks. Russia cut theirs off too. They want to go to the banks, so the people lined up at the banks, brothers and sisters, but they can't get money out because they cut that off, the technology and being able to do that. So now what is being promoted? Keep cash on hand. Keep you some cash. You know what I mean? These type of things, again, unplugging from the system. They got chips and everything. They got the light with the Wi-Fi. That's created to another phone to monitor you if you're not playing the game. If you don't have the phone, if you ain't in a car that got the chip in it, but you need light, we're going to put the Wi-Fi in the light bulb.
That's right, King.
So we got to train ourselves, go without these things like what the brother was saying, detaching. All right. You had something else?
No, sir.
All right. Keep going with that James 4.
This is the book of James, chapter 4, verse 2. Ye lust and have not, ye kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss.
You ask amiss. Go ahead.
That ye may consume it upon your lust.
Upon your own, not considering the good of the nation, just like a lot of these people who saying, don't worry about it, brother. This ain't nothing to be concerned with. It's just a rumor. What did the book tell us? The Messiah said you're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. So I mean, it's going to be real wars going on, brothers and sisters. But in other cases, yes, some of them would be rumors. Just like I saw a video. They got the tank in the background. They got the gunshots going off and the people running past the camera.
We know this made propaganda.
Come on, man. Ain't nobody running with full speed. They got children. The children ain't crying or nothing. We understand this. Come on. You can't deceive us with that. But we do understand it is going down. It really is. All right, but we can't be asking for these things contingent just upon consuming it for us alone. We got to have care for our brothers and sisters. All right, and what I was getting to is you got people saying, don't worry about these things because they're afraid of the things, the prophecies being fulfilled.
Yep.
The moment that they accept it, they got to accept what else was in this book.
Yep.
They don't want that. So they say, well, let's prolong the time. It ain't time. I'm still trying to, go to school. I just jumped into college trying to do this. I just got a promotion at the job trying to do this.
Yeah, but keep in mind, we not saying that give up on, like, just throw out, forget it. Now, keep doing what you're doing, but be mindful in the back of your mind that all this is going to come to naught.
Come on with it.
You know what I'm saying? Me, myself, right now, I'm in school. But guess what? I got a pretty much nice career. But guess what? I know in the back of my mind, all this going to come to an end.
Come on with it.
So, why would I put all my marbles in one base?
There we go. You read my spirit, brother.
What you got, King?
Keep going with that giant.
Okay. Verse 4, ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God?
The friendship of the world. So if we still saying that we love this world, the things that the world promote, we still want to be a part of this world, we still promoting the fancies of this world, then we enemies to the Most High. The reason that he's sending the destruction is to purge it out, to make it clean, to make it new. So those people that want to hold on to the filth of it will be purged out with it.
And the thing is, like I'm going to say again, you have to go back and understand your history to understand what's going on in this world. You've been taught that you was nothing. We were black and we just came over here and our ancestors were slaves and that's just how it happened. But that's not the truth. The truth is you were sold in slavery by your damn enemies. The so-called Africans sold you to the white folks. And ever since then, they've been, giving us hell. That's what happened. We the children of the living God.
That's true.
Can I give a scripture, King?
Yeah.
Give me Baruch chapter 3, verse 4, bro. Baruch, we're going to go to the book of Baruch, chapter 3. That's in the Apocrypha.
3.
Yeah, we're going to go to Baruch chapter 3, and we're going to start at verse 4.
All right, page 104 in the red Apocrypha. This Baruch chapter 3, verse 4 says, O Lord Almighty.
Hold on, 4 and 3, my bad, King.
All right, 4 and 3.
Yes, sir.
All right, Baruch chapter 4, verse 3. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
Read on.
O Israel.
Oh, who?
O Israel.
Read on.
Happy are we. For things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
That's why you shouldn't be afraid. Read that again, the last two sentences, King.
All right. Oh, Baruch chapter 4 and 4. O Israel, happy are we.
Happy are we? Why?
For things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
Read on.
Verse 5. Be of good cheer.
Man, be of a good cheer. If you know you keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man, be of a good cheer. And if you're not doing it, repent. We all got to repent. We all got some type of sin in our lives that we need to get rid of, whether you admit it or not. But it's going to be on you, just like it's going to be on me in the end of the day. Don't play yourself. Read, King.
My people.
Who?
My people.
Read on.
The memorial of Israel.
Read on.
You were sold to the nations.
You were sold to the nations. Read on.
Not for your destruction.
He didn't do it to destroy you. Why he do it?
But because ye moved the Most High to wrath.
We moved the Most High to wrath. So it's our fault that we in this predicament. Read on.
You were delivered unto the enemies.
You believe you've been delivered into your enemies. Stop thinking everybody your friend. Everybody ain't your friend. Read, King.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
Into sacrificing unto devils. How do you sacrifice unto devils? Keeping these different days, going to college, pledging Greek.
Come on with it.
You sacrificing unto devils. You don't know that though. It say my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You don't know these things. But your enemies tricked you into doing these things because they know they were going to piss your God off. And the more your God stay angry at you, guess what? You free game. Read, King.
And not to the Most High.
And not to who?
The Most High.
But so you ain't going to keep no Passover.
Come on.
You ain't going to keep no high holy days. Matter of fact, you're going to say, screw the Passover. No, you're going to say, screw keeping the Feast of Dedication. I'm going to celebrate Christmas.
Come on with it.
Read.
Ye have forgotten the everlasting power.
Man, you done forgotten. Read.
that brought you up.
That brought you up, read.
And ye have grieved Jerusalem.
Man, you have grieved Jerusalem, read on.
That nursed you.
Uh-huh.
For when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion.
Man, we telling you right now, the scripture's telling you this. This ain't my words. This ain't this brother words. They be reading to you from the scripture to get you to wake up. You go to church, you've been going to church for 100 years and hearing the same song and dance. What has changed?
Nothing.
Only thing changed is your pastor bank account.
Come on with it.
And yours didn't change. Yours done went down a little bit because you know, read, King.
The Most High brought upon me great mourning.
The Most High did this to us. Read.
For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them.
Go down to verse 24.
All right, verse 24.
Hold on. Start at 23.
All right.
No. Start at 21. Start at 21. Now, this the
sure?
good. Yeah, start at 21. Now, this the good part of this. So all you, especially you Negroes, you a Negro descent, you an Israelite. This your true identity. Now, this is the book of Baruch chapter 4, verse 21. Now, this is the good news right here. They want to tell you some good news. This some good news, brothers and sisters. Man, their time is up. And guess what? It ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun.
It ain't no fun.
Read, King.
Baruch chapter 4, verse 21 says, be of good cheer.
Be of good cheer. Be happy. Y'all sitting around this young tomato. Pray for Ukraine. Hell no. Destroy Ukraine. Destroy China. Destroy Iran. I want to see this happen. And if you don't want to see that happen, then see, you might think you want to check your ancestry report. You might don't. Read, King.
Cry unto the Most High.
Cry. I'm crying unto the Most High. Please, Father, make them get it popping. Deliver my people. Get it popping, but protect our people. Read, King.
And he shall deliver you from the power and hand of the enemy.
Man, the Most High gonna deliver us from the power of the hand of the enemy. How sweet do that sound, King? Read out.
For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you.
That he will what?
That he will save you.
Read.
And joy is come unto me from the Holy One.
From who?
The Holy One.
No, the U.S. government.
The Holy One.
No, the Russia.
The Holy One.
Man, this is gonna save you, the Holy One, brothers and sisters. Read.
Because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting our Savior.
God, the Most High, gonna show us favor. He know that, man, we've been destroyed through slavery and through the things that happened to us, crack cocaine being put in our communities, the things that been done to us, the child support system. The man can't live in the household. But if you get these her food stamps, sister, we gonna take care of you. But what happens when you take the man out of the household? Now the kids are dysfunctional.
Right.
Now they don't want to listen. Now they hard-headed. They don't want to go to school. Now they bucking up at their mama. It was all done to destroy us. These people tried to destroy us. So now we don't feel bad for them.
Come on with it.
Read, King.
For I sent you out with mourning.
He sent us out with mourning.
With mourning and weeping.
And weeping. Read on.
But the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever.
For what?
Forever.
For what?
Forever.
Read on.
Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity.
They saw our captivity. They saw crack cocaine put in our neighborhood. They seen our women twerking on TV. They say our men being hung. They seen our children being sold. They call us niggas. Jim Crowed us, did all these bad things, killed our leaders, assassinated Martin Luther King, killed Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, killed all our leaders. They seen all these things. They seen us go in captivity, but guess what? Read.
So shall they see shortly your salvation.
When?
Shortly.
When?
Shortly.
Man, shortly. This ain't gonna take long. Read on.
Your salvation from our power.
From who?
From our power.
From our power. Read on.
Which shall come upon you with great glory. And brightness of the everlasting.
Read on, King.
My children.
My who?
My children.
Read on.
Suffer patiently.
Man, suffer patiently, bro. Our ancestors working in the cotton fields, getting their backs broke out. No payment, no reparations, nothing. Making them work from sun up to sundown. Read, King.
My children suffer patiently.
They suffer patiently. Read.
The wrath that is come upon you.
The wrath that came upon us from who?
From the Most High.
From the Most High. So we took our L. Read on.
For thine enemy have persecuted
Man, our enemies have persecuted us. The same people that we were sold to. The Most High said, you got an enemy. Read on.
But shortly.
But who?
But shortly.
He keeps saying that.
But shortly,
Read on.
thou shalt see his destruction.
Man, we finna see his damn destruction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to see Ukraine getting destroyed. I'm happy to see Russia and China and the whole now. I want to see them kill each other. I'm happy. Read.
And shall tread upon his neck.
And tread upon his what?
His neck.
Read.
My delicate ones.
My delicate ones. Read.
Have gone rough ways.
We have been gone rough ways.
Mm-hmm.
Rough ways. Read.
And were taken away.
And we was taken what?
Away.
Read on.
As a flock caught of the enemy.
Read on.
Be of good comfort.
Might be a good comfort. I'm sitting in this joint of good comfort. Because whether I live or die, guess what? If I repent and keep these commandments, I'm good. I'm straight. Fear not those that can kill the body, but fear him that can cast your soul into what? Into hell. Man, that's who I fear. Read on.
Oh, my children.
Oh, who?
My children.
Read on.
And cry unto the Most High.
Man, cry unto the Most High. Y'all sitting around here talking about some damn Ukraine and Russia and pray for the people, pray for them. I'm not praying for them, I'm crying to the Most High. Come on, it ain't enough. Do some more. Stir up this war, stir up the Medes, stir up the Persians, stir up China. Read.
For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
Read on.
For as it was your mind to go astray.
We went astray, y'all. We went astray. Read on.
From the Most High. So being returned, seek him 10 times.
Now we gotta seek him 10 times more.
Come on.
Ask for forgiveness. Pray to get whatever's holding you back. Pray to get that up off you.
Yeah, please, Father.
Pray to get that up off you. Because he the only one that can deliver you. Read, King.
All right, continuing on. So like 29. For he that have brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy again with your salvation.
Read on.
Take a good heart.
I got a good heart, King. I'm taking a good heart to this. When I see these things, I'm happy. I'm pleased because I know, man, this Bible coming true. What the Most High said gonna happen is happening. Right? So why in the hell will I be afraid? Read, King.
Oh, Jerusalem.
Oh, who?
Jerusalem.
Now the Europeans.
Jerusalem.
Now the Chinese man.
Jerusalem.
Now the Asian man.
Jerusalem.
Read on.
For he that gave thee that name will comfort thee.
Read on.
Miserable are they that afflict you.
Man, they miserable right now. They 401ks taking a hit. The housing market is taking a hit. The gas price is high. This country is in a disarray. Read on.
Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall.
They rejoiced at our fall. They was
fall.
happy to see us fall. So why in the hell would I be happy to see them fall? Read on, King.
Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that received thy sons.
That's why they say miserable are the cities that our children serve. Because guess what? You go to these stores around here, ain't nobody working. Ain't nobody in these stores. You got to tap on the window when you go by McDonald's to make sure somebody in here. You can't find it. You see it going on. They saying, look, we out of coins.
Come on.
Have exact change.
Come on with it.
Read.
All right, verse 33. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin.
As they rejoiced at our ruin, read on.
And was glad of thy fall.
They was glad to see our fall. Read.
So shall she be grieved for her own desolation.
Read.
For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude. And her pride shall be turned.
Because this is a prideful nation. Read.
And her pride shall be turned into mourning.
Now here go these nuclear bombs that's gonna come. Read, King.
For fire shall.
For what?
For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting.
From who?
The everlasting.
Read on.
Long to endure. And she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time.
Read on.
O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High.
Read on.
Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away. They come gathered together from the east.
From the east, because we were sold from the east now.
To the west.
To the west. And where we at? We on the west. We on the west. Read.
By the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High.
That's all I had on that, King. Go ahead.
Praise the Most High. And we detach from that to prepare for that kingdom. What we gonna be rejoicing in. Let's go to Job 37.
Yes, sir.
Job 37 and 13. So just like what the king brought out through Baruch, these different plagues and the destruction that's happening to these other countries is for our good.
Yeah. You can sitting up there crying. What'd you say, Job? What, King?
37.
Sitting up there crying. And what's gonna happen? We gonna die.
Job 37:13 when you get it.
37, verse 13.
Verse 13.
I got you, King. This is the book of Job, verse 37, verse 13. He calls it to come, whether for correction or for his land or for mercy.
All right, so he calls these things to come. So we should be observing these things to say, okay, this is definitely, if not any time, to repent for correction.
Yes, sir.
Like you said, for his land and for mercy. So we need to be observed. Let's go to 2 Peter though.
2 Peter.
2 Peter 3.
Gotcha, King. 3 and what?
Start with 3.
All right. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 3, verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days.
Knowing this first. Because somebody gonna come in out there, all this information that come out today, somebody gonna come and tell you, hey man, there's nothing, there's garbage. Or your flesh should get to work. And the enemy want to get in there and tell you, don't believe it, don't listen to that. Say that soon the word gets on, the enemy come and catch it out of the way of the hearts of the people. I will go here with it.
Knowing this first,
that
there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lust.
Keep going.
Verse 4, and saying, where is the promise of his coming?
Where is the promise of his coming? Go ahead.
For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
And it's people that don't believe, even now, saying the world continuing on, everything's still going, has been going. That ain't nothing gonna change. We heard about a war last time. Nothing did change. All right, but we finna find out for sure. Let's go to Ezekiel 33. This what's gonna happen.
Yes, sir.
Ezekiel 33. Keep blowing the horn, keep sounding the trumpet, keep telling the people. Keep prepping ourselves. That's what we gotta keep doing.
What you want, King? 33?
33, or give me 30.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 30. And it reads, and thou, son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that come forward from the Lord. Verse 31, and they come unto thee as the people come, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
All right, so some people, they gonna hear the word, and they still not gonna take heed. It's all good. We all got an answer. But the word gonna go forth, the blood gonna be off our hands. Keep sounding that trumpet. Why? Because they thinking it ain't gonna happen. The word gonna keep going. Yes, it is. He ain't slacking his promise, brothers and sisters.
That's right, King.
He just imparted mercy, giving us time to get it right. All right, keep going with what you got.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart go after their covetousness.
All right, so with their lips they honor the Most High, but their hearts are far from him. The mentality ain't nowhere on the Most High. Keep going.
Verse 32, and lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that have a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument, for they hear thy words, but they do them not.
Keep going.
Verse 33, and when it comes to pass, and lo, it will come.
And it will come.
Then shall they know.
Then they gonna know
that a prophet have been among them.
A prophet have been among them. They gonna know, man, the words they were talking about, man, that was true. But it's gonna be too late for some of them. We don't want to be those people. If you're looking at this now, we don't want you to be those people.
That's right, King.
This love right here, we want to warn the folks and let you know, man, this is what's going on. Get it right. But to tag something with their Baruch too, in case anybody else got some one, go to Zechariah. Zechariah talking about these other nations and them rejoicing at our ruin and our fall and our destruction. You got to look at, okay, well, what did the Most High say about these Gentiles or these other nations and everybody who had a hand on our plight, rather.
1 second, man.
Then this will be, I got one more verse after this and I'm finished, King.
All right.
Indeed. Sister Candy, Shabbat Shalom. Adonai Yudah, Shabbat Shalom, Lily G. Stacey Anderson, Royale, Victorious One, Caleb Cole, Cole Rainer Hebrew, Salute 144. All praise to the Most High. I pray everything good with you and the family. Peace and blessing to the chosen, man, and all the sincere believers, man. Zechariah.
I got you, Zechariah. What you want, Zechariah?
Chapter 1, verse 15.
I got you. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter
14. Salaki, he 14 first.
Zechariah, chapter 1, verse 14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus say the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem.
The Most High jealous for us. He love us. He don't want nobody to play. We only went through the disaster that we went through for correction. Hard love, because we want to listen to him when he was giving us the soft love. He said, all right, I'm going to let y'all do your own thing. Keep going.
And for Zion, with a great jealousy.
Keep going.
Verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen.
With who?
With the heathen.
With these other nations. I'm sore displeased with the Most High. I'm displeased with them. Go ahead.
That are at ease.
They at ease. They don't care about, they seen our ruin and didn't think to help, didn't think to try to, do anything for us. Go ahead.
For I was but a little displeased.
He was a little displeased.
And they helped forward the affliction.
And they made it worse. They forwarded the affliction. They made it they took it to a level he wasn't trying to take it to.
Yep.
All right. Let me get that 2 Esdras 14.
Yes, sir.
So I pray, brothers and sisters, that the word, it touch you, it move you, and it make you, like what the brother brought out earlier, proactive instead of reactive. 2 Esdras 14, verse 14.
This is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 14, verse 14. Let go from you the mortal thoughts.
Let go from you the mortal thoughts. Keep going.
Cast away the burdens of man.
Cast away the burdens of man.
Put off now the weak nature.
Put off now the weak nature. It's time to gird your loins up like a man, man. Yeah. It's time to get strengthened. It's time to get even more strong, get more focused. Increase the diligence. We got to put the procrastination out the way. We got to put all that to the side and get on the ball and on the business and stay on the business. Keep going, Ken.
Okay. Hold on, let me get back to it. 14. Why was it, King?
Oh, you were still in. You
Second Ezra,
15.
Right?
Yep. Pick up on 15.
14, 15?
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see. That's right. I got you. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee.
Those things that's weighing you down, they too challenging. Release that to the Most High, man. Give it over to the Most High. Keep going.
And haste thee to flee from these times.
Verse 16.
Verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou have seen happen shall be done hereafter.
Is greater evils to come. So knowing that that's coming, we got to be preparing for that blow as best as we can. And let's start with unplugging from the matrix, brothers and sisters. Keeping the commandments, the faith in the Messiah, loving our brothers and sisters, searching ourselves, getting rid of those things of our old man, the old man and the old woman that'll keep us out the kingdom. You had something else, Ken?
I was gonna get Obadiah.
Okay.
I think I wanted Obadiah. What's it? Obadiah. Did I want the last verse, or I'm trying to see which one I want? I think I want that Obadiah 1, chapter 1. I think that's what I want.
Obadiah 1?
Yep. Yeah, I think that's what I want. You know what I'm going to?
What you wanted from what it read?
Let me make sure that's what I want. Yeah, give me Obadiah chapter 1. Start at verse 10, 1 and 10.
All right, the book of Obadiah, verse 10, it says, For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Read on.
In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captive his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem. Even thou was as one of them.
Read on.
But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger.
Read on.
Neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction.
Read on.
Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in a day of distress.
Read on.
Thou shouldest not have entered into the gate of my people.
Read on.
In a day of their calamity.
Read on.
Yea, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in a day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in a day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape.
Read on.
Neither shouldest thou have delivered of those of his that did remain in a day of distress.
Read on.
For the day of the Most High is near upon all the heathen.
Read on.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
Read on.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually.
Read on.
Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Read on.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
Upon who?
Upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
Read on.
And there shall be holiness. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possession.
Read on.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire. And the house of Joseph a flame.
Read on.
And the house of Esau for stubble.
Read on.
And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. For the Most High have spoken.
No, Paisley spoke it.
For the Most High have spoken.
No, Malak spoke it.
For the Most High have spoken.
So that's what's going down. You know, retribution is being paid upon the earth. Their reward is coming. You know, it is what it is. You know, all I can say is keep the faith, keep the commandments to your best of your ability. Man, pray for repentance of Israel, and we good. Do not be moved or persuade about everything that's going on. As we read in Matthew 24, verse 6, as my brother beautifully articulated, these things must come to pass. These things must happen. So just know that when we start seeing these things come up on earth, don't panic. Don't get in panic mode. You need to be already preparing. You need to be already knowing these things was going to take place. Be proactive instead of reactive. And that's my message. Shalom.
Shalom. Questions, comments, and concerns, send them to children of the prophets 144@gmail.com. I pray the word was edifying, strengthening, and building us up. Don't forget it. Let it be digested in our spirits. Peace and blessings to y'all. Shalom, family.
Shalom.
See this.